Hello, you guys. So today we're going to be talking about getting achievements on the Xbox 360 and not really transferring them over, but just keeping online. This way we can actually show your achievements on your Xbox Series X if you have them. I wanted to go just talk about certain things like difficulties in certain games, what might make these easy achievement games a lot harder than they were, or at least seem to be. So, first, we're going to start off with the easiest, as you guys know, Avatar the Burning Earth. This is an easy 1000 Gs. You just have to do a few combos. I think it's a 60 combo, and that'll get you all the achievements on the game. I believe it's a 5 achievement game. You get 1000 Gs. Really quick, takes you maybe 5 minutes. Um, Again, I've heard the game is not that well taken. Like, a lot of people don't like it that much. I played it just for that part. Originally, back in the early or mid 2000s, I had actually bought the first Avatar: The Last Airbender from EB Games, and I actually really like that game, but it just feels a little different. Next up on my list is going to be Madden '06. Again, it's pretty simple. You just play through the franchise, and you'll get most of all of the achievements. Definitely not difficult, but very time consuming. Now, some people will tell you something differently, like, oh, start one single franchise as one person and then restart as everybody. This way you win the Super Bowl. You don't really have to do that. You could just, for me, all I had to do was click all of the options, all of the teams, and you win the Super Bowl because you're all of the teams. And that essentially will get you most of the achievements. The rest is just um, I'm pretty sure you could play co-op, two controllers, and just play as need be. There's 5 achievements, I believe, on this game. Again, it's another easy one. The most time-consuming part about it is playing 30 years in the franchise mode. Next up, this one was a pain. Some people might be able to do it, but for me, I did it great playing co-op because I thought I could. Major League Baseball 2K6. Now, I went into this thinking I could just put another controller on, play them on Pro, get my home runs, get my steals, do all that. No, you have to play an actual computer and do it well. So I wasn't able to do it. I'm sure, again, there's only 5 achievements. It's straightforward, but I'm just not there yet. Maybe I'll get better at the game, but we're going to keep rocking. Here's another game. Fight Night Round 3. I actually do want to do a giveaway eventually. I have to figure out how to do it, but we're going to get right to this. Fight Night Round 3. Pretty easy to get all of the achievements on this game. I believe it's another 5 achievement game. For whatever reason, back in like 2006, 2007, when the Xbox 360 was first coming out, the achievements weren't utilized very much or weren't really cared for that much. So you'll see these early games are really easy to get achievements on, or not easy, but there's less achievements, so it's easier in turn to get said achievements, I guess, because there's not 50 or 60 or even Orange Box 99 achievements. This one was really easy, kind of fun. What I did personally, I had to, I followed a quick guide. Um, you have to do certain events and win. That being said, I'm not the best at this game. I got knocked out even turning off. So you're able to turn off like valves or however. So you could do low blows and so basically I was doing low blows for about 6 hours. It took a very long time. But this game was actually pretty fun other than me losing it quite a bit. But yeah, fun game. Um, if I were to lose one of those big ESPN events or pay-per-view events, you'd have to shut it off before that would happen. I only got to the point where I was knocked out like 2 times. Luckily, one of them wasn't a major event. The other one was, But again, I believe you could just turn it off and then restart, and you're good to go. But you got to make sure you do not go through with it after you've been knocked out. If you got knocked out in that pay-per-view event, make sure you either turn it off or do what you got to do, go back, resort to your last save. This way you could still get the achievement, because I've heard that you may not be able to get that achievement if you don't if you end up losing one. So it might not come back. You may not be able to do that ESPN event or however. Um, I believe this one takes about 40 fights to complete. I might have done it like 43, and I was able to beat the game in 43 fights. 43 fights, even with low blows, even with elbows. It was time consuming. 6 hours minimum. I think minimum. Again, there's probably some people that are better at the game. I'm pretty amateur at the game, so I don't want to. I'm sure people could beat it a lot quicker than that. But all right, next up we're gonna go Top Spin 2. Fairly easy, fairly straightforward. I won't go into it too much, but it's one of those things where just follow the guidelines and play through. It's pretty time consuming. Another one I do want to mention that I wouldn't personally recommend taking on, which is 2006 Euro. Um, what is it? I know everyone recommends it. The 2006 FIFA World Cup. You need to go through everything. Like you have to go and verse all these different teams. Like I'm not trying to do that. With Madden '06, you're able to just simulate everything, so you don't have to go and play every single thing. And like, I'm not that good with FIFA, so I'm keeping FIFA '06 off of my list of completed games. It's just because you have to go through all that work to yeah, it's cool because you're doing something that a lot of people won't put that work in to do, and definitely it's good for you if you do eventually do it. There is only a few achievements, so in turn it is easier, but it's one of those things where it's like, whew, okay, you're gonna be spending some time on that one. Um, I did pick this up right here, which is the Xbox 360 Achievements Guide. In my opinion, this is definitely outdated. It came out in 2008. The achievement that are listed, not bad. The games that are listed, not bad, but it doesn't. It's outdated to the point where it's missing like a lot of ones that I would have done. Um, Again, I don't have TMNT, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Apparently, the first one was pretty easy to get. I have Avatar. I don't have the CSI games, Lost or Jumper. Um, I want to. I have Fusion Frenzy 2 because I like Fusion Frenzy 1. I picked it up previously before this, so I kind of was like, oh, okay. I want to play through Bully because Bully's a great game. I like it, so. Um, Crackdown, again, a little time consuming. Crackdown, Dead Space, probably a little time consuming. There's going to be one more that I do mention that I really like. Kung Fu Panda, again, it's another time consuming one. I beat a lot of these. The problem was I have my old account, which is Musical Tag 6, and on that account, I used my parents. I was younger at the time, so I used the parents' email. It's a Hotmail. I can't get onto it anymore. A lot of these games I did 100% at the time. I just 100%ed games that I had. So Black Ops, um, Cold Duty 4. But here's another one. I just did Peter Jackson's King Kong. Now, it's a great game. As long as you play through the entire game and you complete the game, you're going to get yourself 1,000 Gs. And I recommend playing through it, but it took a lot of like brain power. Like my brain was hurting a little too much because some of the parts I was like, oh man, this ain't that easy. But it's all I should say it's as straightforward as possible. It's not like you're playing Legends of Zelda Basically, if you need a lever for something, it's not going to be too far behind. The maps are pretty small per se compared to a lot of other maps. The most complicated scenes where are pretty much where you're expected to do things like press buttons, or if you have a hard time pressing buttons as soon as they come up, it would be a harder game. For me, I had difficulty in like one scene where I wasn't sure what I was supposed to do. Am I supposed to throw these people at this flying monster? I don't know. Flying dinosaur, but I don't know. But I, with one scene, I did have to look it up. I was like, okay, I should have known. I just had to be a little quicker, and that was it. Just pick the pace up. NHL 2K6. It's another game that I do recommend. It's pretty simple. I was able to get 75% or 80% of the achievements. It's you can do it all co-op. You just have to play it at, like, I believe the hardest difficulty. You can get it within probably one game, two games, just increase the time of the game if you're able to. Real simple. Play with another controller, and just you kind of got to mangle the other person and have them do what you want them to do, or what. For the most part, I would just move them around, and then I would do whatever I needed to do with the other controller. Pretty easy. Um, there was only one achievement I couldn't get, but I think if I had the right person, I could probably get it. So we're gonna keep rolling. A game that I do recommend, which might not even be on here. This is what I'm saying. Like, there's games that aren't actually on here that should be, and then there's games that are on here that, in my opinion, shouldn't be. Um, these are really long games. They're not short games, but I mean, it's just an unofficial Xbox 360 achievement guide. Um, some of them being 12 hours. Like, I don't want to spend all that time. I put a lot of time in my on my other account, and I lost that, so it kind of really is rough. All right, so the next game I'm gonna mention, just to make it nice and quick and easy, College Hoops 2K6, super easy. You follow one single guide, they'll get you through it. It's real easy, kind of fun. This is probably gonna be my go-to basketball game if I have anyone that likes like basketball games. The reason I like it, I will actually show you guys right now. So here I can kind of show you guys why I like this game. I wasn't currently signed in, so I had to quickly run it over again. College Hoops, it's a one of those NCAAs, and you're able to play as your maybe local, maybe not local college teams. In this case, I'm able to play as Stony Brook, which is really nice because I feel like while I'm not a college athlete or anything of that nature, I do feel like I am somewhat tied into Stony Brook in some way, being that I work over there. But it's nice to be able to see these things, being that I have been at the gym previously, but I don't know if it looks exactly like it does because, like I said, it was 2006, 2005. But it's really cool because even the old head coach that was originally there is actually a part of this. Now, I don't know if the students are the same students, but I know that coach is actually the real coach that was there at the time.
Welcome aboard, College Hoop fans. We're here at the Indoor Sports Complex
Alright guys, so I'm
in
going to
Stony
keep
Brook, New
the
York.
audio of the game on. I
We should
usually
have a
try
great day
not
in store
to,
for
just
you
in
today.
case of like
The Hofstra
copyright.
Pride face off
But
against
here you can
the
kind of
Stony
see like
Brook
the
Seawolves.
detail that 2K really
Evening,
puts
everybody.
in.
This is Vernon Quist along with Bill
This was
Raftery.
back
Ronnie
in a
Bernstein
time where
will join
2K
us in a bit. The
really
Stony
put
Brook
some
head coach
detail into
looks
their
determined as he
games.
leads his troops into battle today.
Um,
Bill, Coach
Again,
Pikel
like I
can
said,
be
you
summed
got
up in
Coach
one word,
Pikel.
Vern.
He's an
Ambition.
actual coach
He has
over
an
at Stony
incredible
Brook.
drive for success
I don't
that
know if
has
he has
defined his
retired,
coaching
I'm not
career.
sure.
The Hofstra
But
head
it's
coach
really cool
will
to
have
be
his
able to
squad
see
ready today,
him.
I'm sure. What
This
do you
is
think,
even
Bill?
at
The Hofstra coach has been
at the gym
concentrating on developing
over there,
his
so that's
team's
kind of
defensive
nice.
skills, Vern. He believes the key to winning games is stopping
The
the other guy.
graphics are
And
decent
it's
for
a
the
very
time.
tough
Not
argument
the
to fight
best, not the
against.
worst, so I can't
Kowalczyk
complain.
figures to play a key role today. Kowalczyk is a
And
superb point
the
guard.
play style
This
is
guy is
not
full
bad.
of
It's
heart.
quite
He gives
literally just
100.
very simple. Graphics are decent enough, and it's playable. I
Stony
mean,
Brook
again,
controls the
I
opening
was
tip
just
and
kind of
will
running
get this
through.
one
I
started.
still suck, but
Five advance.
yeah, that was it.
Capped off with
Good
a jumper by
game, good
Q.
game. Alright, so now I just wanted to mention one of the games, a couple games I have here. We're starting with Pocket Bike Racer. Again, I haven't got into it too much, but it looks pretty easy. Seems pretty simple. 12 achievements. Um, Let me see. There's a few others that I want to recommend. The Toy Soldiers series, Toy Soldiers 1 and Cold War. You definitely can knock those out. I think you can 100% those pretty easily. It might take a little time, but the Walking Dead series, a lot of these Telltale games, they're all pretty much you just beat the game. Most of them, not all of them, but most of the Telltale games, you beat the game. They give you 100% of the game. However much achievements it offers, they'll give you 100%. Again, 2K6, I had a little difficulty. Um, Dash of Destruction, I heard this one was pretty simple. Backyard Football, really easy. Playthrough, I played one game, got all the achievements, nice and easy. Sonic the Fighters, this one's an interesting one because you actually fight as Sonic and other players. Pretty simple. I'm pretty sure you just beat the arcade and then you're done. That's it. So nice and easy. The Walking Dead. Um, a Telltale game I had difficulty even loading, which I probably could have beat pretty easily. You got 100% on the game. Was The Wolf Among Us. For whatever reason, the my 360 at least had some difficulty playing it. It was very laggy and then it would crash. Again, I don't know why that is, but I hope to go back and fix that and eventually get the 100% on that. Um, you guys see a lot of these are zeros. Like I said, I did have another account and I had a lot more G's on that account, which was nice back then. So I have to go back and do everything. Harm's Way, really simple. I got one achievement. I just literally have to get online and join a game, which should be pretty easy. Um, but yeah, I think that's the full list of everything I can think of. If you guys can think of any more, let me know. Thanks again for watching, guys. I should have a giveaway coming up. Please follow along for my next few videos. I'll let you know the exact details. Also, if you guys are interested in my Robinhood, I have links down at the bottom. It'll give you a free stock when you sign up with that link. Again, thanks again, everyone.